Welcome back, guys. Today we're taking a look at the second middleweight fight for this week. It features longtime UFC veteran Uriah Hall, and he takes on rising Brazilian star Muniz in what will probably be a great prelim attraction for the pay-per-view this weekend. Today we'll take a look at both fighters' previous fights and try to leave you guys with the best bet. If you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll dive straight into the breakdown. Muniz has proved to be an elite talent in the UFC middleweight division since bursting onto the scene from the Contender Series. Yes, he is a Contender Series alum. It actually took him 2 tries to make the UFC roster when he submitted Taylor Johnson in the very first round, showcasing jiu-jitsu skills that would prove to be the best in the UFC. He would go on from there to take on 2 elite, what I would call elite middleweight contenders in Ronaldo Souza and Eryk, and we'll take a look at both of those contests. In 2021, he took on Jacare Souza on the UFC 262 pay-per-view, and in this fight, Muniz came out with a bold statement saying that his jiu-jitsu was indeed better than Jacare Souza's, and in the fight, Muniz became only the 3rd person to ever take Jacare Souza down in mixed martial arts. Muniz did look like the better grappler. He was able to land 2 takedowns in the fight, and on a rear naked choke attempt, he'd slide off the top and cinch in a nasty armbar, popping Jacare's arm out of place. Muniz is one of, if not the most elite grappler in the 185-pound division right now, and he does usually have a significant reach advantage, which helps him sink in these types of submissions. But in this fight, this will be one of the first fights where he actually doesn't have a reach advantage. He'll actually be at a reach disadvantage by 1.5 inches. He will have the height advantage by 1 inch, but nonetheless, in this fight, he doesn't have that comfort. But against Jacare Souza, who is regarded as one of maybe the best jiu-jitsu practitioners of all time, regardless of weight class, this was such an impressive performance to do on his first pay-per-view. Then he would go on to take on Eryk, heavy-hitting, stocky, 185-pound fighter who's able to knock out and swing with the best of them. In this fight, Muniz would stand for the early parts before taking Anders down with, again, a slick inside double leg. After the double leg, fish for the back. After getting the back, again, same position, try to cinch in the rear naked choke while sliding off, hooking the arm. Real elite grappling here, hooking the arm, and when he slides off, cinching in the arm bar submission for his 2nd straight first round submission. Now, I want to let you guys know he is minus 300 coming into this fight on such an amazing win streak as he's on. But if you do look at Muniz by submission, it is only minus 110, basically a pick'em. Either he's going to submit him or any other outcome, and I kind of like that play. But let's take a look at Uriah Hall and how he fares against these types of grapplers. I think we all know at this point that Uriah Hall is an explosive and skilled striker, one of the best in the 185-pound division. But I think the best place to start when it comes to taking a look at his grappling is the Antonio Carlos Jr. fight. And in this fight, we see some big negatives. It doesn't look like Uriah Hall's that hard to take down. First takedown of the fight, Carlos Jr., perfect takedown, high body lock, takes him down. Second takedown of the fight. Again, this is while Uriah Hall is rocking him. He rocked him early. One punch in the first round, first couple seconds, broke Antonio Carlos Jr.'s nose. Uriah Hall, extremely dangerous, extremely explosive. We all know that. He catches Muniz. He'll be able to win this fight. But Carlos Jr. able to take him down. If Muniz is able to do that, I've seen some of Carlos Jr.'s fight. I don't think he has the same finishing on the mats as Muniz. He is a great submissions guy. He's a great submission specialist. But Muniz is on an elite level, and I really, really like the submission play here. Nonetheless, we can continue on our way through this Antonio Carlos Jr. fight. As the fight progresses, Uriah Hall, again, elite striker, finds a home for his right hand, drops Carlos Jr. Great shot, puts him down, goes on, swarms here again, gets into a dangerous position when Carlos goes for an arm. Scary sights if you're going to go the Uriah Hall side. Then in the 3rd and final round, inside trip, Carlos Jr. falls back, trips Uriah, gets his back, and holds his back for basically the entire 3rd round. Here, Uriah Hall would sneak away with a split decision win. In my personal opinion, I might have thought he lost the 1st round. Definitely lost the 3rd round in Uriah Hall's case here. I thought Carlos Jr. might have won this fight, and I think this is all I need to see to say Muniz is going to get the submission, and I'm going to make the play minus 110 Muniz this weekend. I really think that UFC is setting Uriah Hall up in this fight, to be honest with you, because I think that Muniz is just that elite when it comes to grappling, and they're putting him in there with a striker because even if he gets rocked, As long as he doesn't get flatlined, he's going to be in this fight the whole way. So here for this fight, we're taking Andre Muniz via submission, -110. At -300, I don't think he's worth it. -110 by submission with 2 submissions in his last 2 fights. Give me that play. But nonetheless, I'm going to do a lot more UFC 276 content for you guys. So keep it tuned in here. Subscribe. Do what you love. If you love combat sports, you're going to love it here. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.